Now it's time to see who has the heart.
If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners.
This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
Hey, you guys, don't throw me anything. My girlfriend put a curse on my glove.
I'll take the X off the glove. Give me the glove.
So then you got to cut the head off a live rooster.
Welcome to a special edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk, live on location. Don't go away, Applebee's Tailgate Talk is next. Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Daily and Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daily and Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook, too. Daily and Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
When it comes to the Wi-Fi in your home, are you in control? Manage your Wi-Fi with the ATC Control app. ATC can help you get the best Wi-Fi experience. Prioritize your laptop while you work from home, or prioritize your streaming devices to enjoy your favorite shows. Ready for a better Wi-Fi experience? Visit ATC's website at www.ardmore.net to download the free ATC Control app today. Certain equipment and/or services may be required. ATC is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk this Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC Radio as we announce the winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc and Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Hey, this is Matt Smith, head coach at Tanner High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're live here at Elkmont High School for today's action of the Limestone County High School basketball tournament. All the final games are today. And the first game here that just began is the East Limestone Lady Indians middle school game. East Limestone Lady Indians against the Ardmore Lady Tigers. 4 minutes to go in the game. First quarter, no score in the game. So we're going to be here all day, probably most of the evening, because we're going to do the Play Action Sports. Will do both the varsity girls finals and the varsity boys finals. In the girls' finals will be Clements Lady Colts against the East Limestone Lady Indians. And in the varsity game will be the East Limestone Indians against the Tanner Rattlers. 2 great ball games last night. Tanner come down to beat West Limestone by 3, 50-47. And Clements Lady Colts beat the Ardmore Lady Tigers 54-47. So we'll have those games later this afternoon. Folks, you can look us up on Facebook at Applebee's Tailgate Talk and on Instagram and X at Tailgate Talk AL. Visit us online at tailgatetalk.net. Get your scores and archives of past shows. You can also vote on this week's Athlete of the Week poll and enter nomination for future polls as well. and find the links to download our PAS Plus app for your Android or iOS devices. Follow the Tailgate Talk podcast on iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, iHeart, and other popular platforms. Hear us on your Alexa device by saying, Alexa, open PAS Plus. Call or text us during the show, 256-812-1TGT. That's 256-812-1848. All call-in guests come via the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great. And our special guest segment is sponsored by Yellowhammer Roofing. So we got some coaches coming in live, talking to us live, Tim, and then we're going to have AP, our SEC media guru, AP Steadham, fresh off his trip from Atlanta for the national championship game. And we'll also have Clay Coleman, who is on location in Tampa, Florida. T-Bone is down there playing in the Blue-Gray All-Star high school football game. So maybe he's warmer than we are up there.
Yeah. And as far as the coaches coming in here, we're scheduled to have East Limestone boys and girls coaches, Jake Moran and Jessica Thompson, and then Ardmore girls coach Jared Kirkpatrick, and then Limestone County athletic director Russ Cleveland is supposed to join us too. So,
a plethora of people.
Yeah.
And then I think Coach Lake's going to join us here. He's on his way up here to Elkmont this morning.
I hadn't found where the hospitality room is.
You have to go out the back door and it's in the classroom.
Okay.
Next door. They used to do it up here, and I guess with all the crowds and keep everybody out of it, so they give you a wristband at the door for the I guess for officials or whatever. I don't know to wear to care, but
I didn't get one of those.
Well, we don't get.
Will my media passport?
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, okay.
Well, we've been doing it for some. They know our faces, so it don't matter. So,
yeah.
So
the unofficial Bama's Act hospitality.
There you go. That helps out a lot. But I hate I stole a little bit of your thunder, but let's just go ahead and get some of these scores.
You know what? I don't even know what thunder you stole. I was busy trying to work out a problem.
But yeah, if you want to, go ahead and hit
scores and more.
Okay, basketball scores last night. ABS varsity boys defeated Shoals Christian 53-47. The Lady Trojans lost 60-55. The Tanner boys beat West Limestone last night in the semifinals of the county tournament here, 50-47. The Clemens varsity girls, though, came back to win over Ardmore, 45-40. Let's see here. Elkmont JV boys defeated West Limestone. Don't have a score, but at least we know who won. And then James Clemens varsity teams dropped 2 games to the other school. Bob Jones, in the boys' game, it was 53-48. And in the girls' game, it was 63-41. I think the Bob Jones girls are ranked like 3rd or 4th.
Wow.
In the state. So I guess it's kind of understandable. So, and then coming up next week, we will be live at the VBC with the Huntsville Havoc.
Okay.
Got that worked out earlier this week. And then 3 weeks.
Saturday is Youth Jersey night, and it's also Chaos's birthday.
Oh, yeah. I started saying maybe we'll get Chaos on, but won't get much out of Chaos.
Mom's the word.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. And then 3 weeks from today, we'll be live at UAH for our annual show over there. Get to talk to some new coaches when we go over there. They got new basketball coaches.
Yes. He's doing a great job over there, too.
And I'm thinking they've got
new girls coach, too, I think.
Yeah. Both the basketball coaches are new, and I'm trying to think. Of course, I don't know what coaches we'll end up getting. I think it's homecoming that night or that day, so, for basketball. So that'll be going on. And then as far as other coaches, I have no clue. I usually don't know until maybe the day of or the day before. I think baseball and softball are both playing away that day. And then some of the other
some of the other sports are playing at home, but they're going on at the time the show's going on. So I don't know what'll be going on. And then the week after that, we'll be live at the Rec Center for the Athens Wellness Fair that got rescheduled. Yeah. So we'll be on the road pretty good bit during February. So there you go. Scores and more brought to you by P4 Physical Therapy, delivering world-class outpatient care with a purpose. Visit them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
And as we go to break, 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter, the Lady Ardmore Tigers are down 7-5 to the Lady East Limestone Indians here in middle school finals action. So we're going to take a quick break. You listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 1080 and the PAS Plus app.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk on your Alexa device by saying, "Alexa, open PAS Plus," and hear it in crystal clear quality. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back. P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com.
First National Bank is a name everyone in the community recognizes. We see it in our schools, in our parks, and in our homes. First National Bank is proud to help make our community great. I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Brooklyn Alberton from Clements High School, and I love to help represent First National Bank in my community. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured. Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
This is former University of Alabama fullback Terrence Lynch, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
I'm all about that action. 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 I said I'm all about that action.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're live in location here at Elkmont High School as we're broadcasting live from the Limestone County High School Basketball Tournament. Middle school action going on right now, girls action. And joining us now on the First National Bank Hotline, making communities great, is a man that just got back from the ATL from a big championship game, and we thought Ohio State was going to blow them out, AP, but Notre Dame made a run at the end. But just talk about it, and how are you this morning?
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So glad to be back. Notre Dame, I thought, was a good football team. I saw them play against Army. I liked the way they played defense. Offensively, Riley Leonard was a dual-threat quarterback. They had the running back, Love. He can take it the distance, and they had the receivers were pretty good, and they always throw to the tight end with success. So I thought it would be fairly close. I guess they ended up covering the spread 34-23 with that 11-point victory. But Ohio State had the best roster offensively. Good quarterback, very good quarterback, excellent running backs, sensational freshman wide receiver, and then the 2 other receivers were outstanding as well. They could be number 1 receivers for somebody if they were on a different roster. So Ohio State just overwhelms you over the course of the game with that offense. You just can't stop them for 60 minutes. I mean, the Michigan game aside, where that was I think that was on the coaches. I really do.
Yeah.
The play calling and they were tight. They coached tight, and the players followed suit. But Ohio State, the best team, had 2 losses this year, and that's kind of interesting to say. That a team with 2 losses is the best thing. Of course, they avenged that 1-point loss on the road to Oregon. Mm-hmm. The Rose Bowl, though, overwhelmed them. That was a bad coaching job by Oregon, no question. 30-plus points, I think, at halftime. So Ohio State, the best team. The Big Ten, they're a good league. They're probably going to get better. For those who think the demise of the SEC is certain to happen, let's remember 7 teams in the top 25, the final top 25. So it's not that they disappeared or disintegrated, but they didn't make the championship round.
That's
and
true.
They had 3 teams in the playoffs and all lost by double digits.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah. And, Notre Dame took the opening kickoff and went down and scored. I thought, well, we're going to have us a ball game.
they were wearing them out from when you have a 4th down play and it's the quarterback is the only one in the backfield.
Yeah.
And you're telling them we're running the quarterback and you run between the guard and the center for 5 yards. That was quite a performance, that opening drive. I mean, it was 18 plays, 9+ minutes. That might have been the best drive I saw all year.
Yeah.
I think it was.
It was.
I think it was 2 or 3 passes, and they just ran the ball right at him.
And Riley is tougher than a keg of nails. I mean, he took every kind of hit you could think of.
He did. Oh, yeah. Riley, good leader, good teammate, good quarterback, and I was happy for him. A quarterback from Fairhope, Alabama, to lead Notre Dame to the national championship game.
And I read yesterday there's some reports out. There's some schools that's offering Jeremiah Smith over $5 million just to enter the portal. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of money floating around. Now, the stories are written. Are they accurate?
Yeah.
Can you show me the proof? Can you show me the offer in writing?
Well,
that's what I would say to somebody.
I wouldn't turn down the lady, the president or CEO of Oracle or Dave Point no way doing that just to get him to come to Michigan, because they got the money.
Right. Oh, yeah. But they all have the money. It's how much are you willing to spend.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen the reports, $3+ million for Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator. You've seen those reports as well. They all have money. I mean, all those schools. I mean, Ohio State. Nobody's saying they're lacking for money, or Michigan, or Oregon, or Texas. The teams that are here vying for Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
But it's how much are you willing to spend? It's just like Quinshawn Judkins.
Yeah.
Let's take that example.
Yeah.
He wanted $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin said, no, thank you. He went to Ohio State, I think, for much less, I heard. But those are decisions that are going to be rampant and frequent in these coming years.
And besides, Lane had more transfers to pay, too, that he got out of the portal. So he can't give all that money to one guy.
Right. It's being smart as a general manager. It's the same thing in the pros. Are we giving all the money to a quarterback, and then we don't have a left tackle to block? I don't understand it. I don't comprehend it. I'm approaching the quarterback and say, we could pay you all the money, but you're going to be on the seat of your pants most of the time.
And come up. And this week is Senior Bowl week, right, AP?
Senior Bowl week coming up. It sure is. We'll be over there on Monday for a couple of interviews, probably Monday afternoon and Tuesday. It starts up. They have practice, and then give us a few minutes to interview 60 players.
I guess,
or whatever the number is.
I guess we'll see how Jalen Hurts will do in front of the scouts and see who's willing to take him in the draft.
Right. He's
Jalen Hurts.
Right.
Jalen Milroe.
Like I said,
it's been a long night, man. It was a long night.
Right, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Milroe. Right. So I guess I always tell you and others that they're driving by graveyards looking for quarterbacks. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Coach Leg. Is he joining?
I don't. My only thought is, man, as I'm driving, as I get up this morning, I look where two historical franchises in the NFL make another stupid decision on who they're hiring as their head football coach.
Yeah.
AP, it don't make
Coach,
any
tell
sense.
me which one.
I'll start first with my team, which is the Oakland Raiders. I don't say Las Vegas; it's the Oakland Raiders. And look, man, what Pete Carroll was back in the Legion of Boom days is not. He's been out of football, man. Now, who he hires to run the offense and defense, I don't know, but I just keep hearing that they're trying to get Russell Wilson, who's had 2 really, really bad years, in my opinion.
Yes. And then the other one, go ahead, the other one, Coach.
Yeah, Schottenheimer.
Yeah, the other
hiring him.
Schottenheimer,
The
right.
Dallas Cowboys. It really,
Cowboys.
AP, when you receive a title as offensive coordinator, you don't call plays. That kind of sort of says enough about you, I think, that you're not ready to be the head coach,
Right. Yeah, he's been at it quite a long time. I think he's 51. But, yeah, Pete Carroll, maybe they're thinking they can capture the Dick Vermeil situation. That he's out of coaching 14 years. That's only something conjecture on my point. But you're right. He's in his 70s, and I don't know what he's going to do in this era. He's different.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
And I'm with Jay, man. I hope tomorrow that the combination of Georgia Bulldogs and Alabama Crimson Tide beats the Washington Redskins tomorrow in that playoff game. It's amazing, AP, how SEC's represented on both of those teams, but more over the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Right. Yeah, the Georgia Bulldog defense and a little bit of Alabama offense with Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts on the other side, for sure.
Yes,
and then Dickerson is on the offensive line as well.
And we have a local guy from up here in Limestone County on the Eagles team, number 32, Reed Blankenship. So he's playing well up there in Philly, and we wish him the best of luck and his teammates.
Right. Yeah, we're going to find out. A team from the East Coast will be in New Orleans, and we'll have either Kansas City or Buffalo. And we know Buffalo's been to the Super Bowl, and Kansas City sure has been to the Super Bowl. I think they're going to rename it the Kansas City Bowl, maybe. I don't know if they get there again.
Can Josh Allen do it, AP? Can he finally do
it? Sure. There's a possibility, but you have to protect the football as always. You have to have a good day throwing the ball and running the ball, and your special teams, your defense. I mean, Kansas City was shut out by Baltimore in the second half last year, correct?
Yeah.
And they still won. They still won the game.
Yeah.
And still managed to win.
Look like the weather's not going to be bad at all, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and they're used to playing in Buffalo. That's to be some horrific weather. So, and Kansas City definitely gets cold as well. But 2 quarterbacks going at it. Who can play solid football, and we'll see what happens. But they're not in those games because they're not good.
Yeah.
I mean, those are good football teams, good quarterbacks, good coaching. So it's just competitive.
So as we see it, you had get a lot of interviews over in Atlanta.
Yeah, we had a lot of interviews. People can look at it on my YouTube pages at AP Steadham and at AP LGC. I put the interviews on both pages, different interviews. We spoke to, and through the course of my playoff journey, I interviewed Chip Kelly and Jeremiah Smith and Caleb Downs and Crenshaw Judkins and, players from Texas, players from Oregon, players from Notre Dame, Riley Leonard. I had a really interesting interview with Seth McLaughlin. I was real happy for Seth. He left Alabama immediately, it seemed, after the game against Michigan last year in the Rose Bowl. And here he is. He's the Remington Trophy winner, best center in college. Made 3 of the All-American teams, the recognized All-American teams. He's a consensus All-American. I think that's a really nice story.
Yeah, it is. And got news here. Vinny Sinceri has been hired as Florida's co-defensive coordinator and safeties coach. He recently accepted a job with Charles Kelly at Jack State. Well, now he's at Florida now. So congratulations to Vinny Sinceri.
Yeah, that's great for him. This is the season to be on the move, and that's outstanding for him. And so that Alabama train still keeps rolling in other forms and fashion.
Did you catch any of that Pivot podcast that Saban was on with Ryan Clark and Channing Crowder and Fred Taylor?
I saw where he was mentioning some of his favorite players, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
What
and
a
I
bad,
knew Julio
what a
would be
bad
at the top.
question, man.
I knew Julio would be at the top. Yeah, that's a difficult question. When you've had tons of All-Americans and players making, All-Pro and all the various championships, that was a difficult question. But I knew Julio would be at the top. I had that sense.
And the question I like, well, when he asked him that, then he said, well, Rolando McClain and Reuben Foster, he said they stayed in a lot of trouble, so they stayed in my office, and I got to know them a whole lot better than the rest of the guys.
Right. Yeah, those two names surprised me. Those two names definitely surprised me. Sure did.
And
the other one's not so much, brother.
And what I like too is Channing Crowder couldn't believe it. He said, "You can't be serious. You're not coaching again." He said, and Ryan Clark said the Cowboys' job opening, but he said, "I want Deion to get that."
Right. No, I think he's having too much fun right now. I don't even know if he'd take this yet to be named position as czar of college football. I don't think he'd be interested in that. I really don't. I think he's having too much fun.
It was Deion was in our neck of the woods here.
Yeah, he was at Alabama A&M last Saturday. His daughter plays at Alabama A&M. Plays basketball.
Okay. Right.
And 2 weeks ago, Mississippi Valley State was in town, and John Morant's sister plays for Mississippi Valley, so they were playing one another. So a lot of celebrities around here.
Yeah, it's a big time up there. I can be up there at any point when you want me.
Well, buddy.
But anyhow, so you got to get going. I know, but 9 teams from the SEC in the top 25 Associated Press poll. You got to get half of them into the Sweet 16 to be successful. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to be ranked, but you need to be half of them in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Well, have a great time down there at that Senior Bowl this week. Looking forward to all the interviews you have, and we'll talk to you next week.
Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
All right, AP, have a great one. That was AP Steadham joining us here on Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live from Elkmont High School. We're going to take a quick break.
AP Steadham, Heisman Trophy voter, Maxwell Award voter, and Biletnikoff Award voter can be heard weekly on the AP and Kelly As We See It podcast on Anchor and Spotify. He can also be found on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be back with more Applebee's Tailgate Talk after this. If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Baron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
Come see all your friends at Applebee's in Athens, Highway 72 West, just off I-65. 12 minutes guaranteed or it's free Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. 7 items to choose from. Can't make it for lunch? Visit them for happy hour, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. or late night. Half-price appetizers with beverage purchase, 6 appetizers to choose from. One of your favorite teams is sure to be playing on the big screen, too. See you tomorrow at Applebee's Neighborhood Grill, Highway 72 Athens, just off I-65. Are you getting the propane service you deserve? At Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore, you always get the most value for your dollar, professional gas personnel who make safety a high priority, and you can always get in touch with them any day of the year at any time. They accept Visa and MasterCard too. So if you're not happy with your present propane supplier, join the many who have made the switch. Give Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore a call at 256-423-3320. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, I'm Cody Gross. I'm the head football coach at Athens High School, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here at Elkmont High School. As it's halftime in the middle school girls game, the Lady Tigers of Ardmore 19, the Lady Indians of East Limestone 13. And, Coach, big win by your girls last night.
Yeah, proud of them, man. We played Ardmore the first 2 or 3 games of the season, and they, I'm not going to say slipped up on us. They're a lot better, and we still are trying to find our way and find out what's going on and how we're doing things and what we're doing. So we're still not there. We're still playing on. It's not an excuse, and a lot of people use the excuse of being young to everybody, but we got one senior, and that's it. So we'll be all right.
And I thought KK and Asia played real well last night.
Yeah, when Asia decides to turn it on, she's really good. Another young kid, and KK scored, so they're going to have to play that good tonight. You know?
Yeah. And congratulations, KK, again for signing with Wallace.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we appreciate all our county talent and what they do and getting to the next level. And I was telling Lily last night that they announced the A-Day game for Alabama, and I said, y'all may be playing softball somewhere, but Alabama and Oklahoma plays.
Yeah, that'll be huge, man. I don't think Alabama's got much for them. That Oklahoma softball is a machine.
It is. It's like the big red machine.
Yeah, they don't ever lose. Who'd you say they're playing in baseball?
They're playing Mississippi State.
That'd be good too.
Yeah.
Big weekend.
Yeah.
You got to do something to get somebody out there to see them.
And get money pouring into the city. So
true.
Well, special guest joined us. She rolled up in here. Coach Jessica Thompson, how you doing, girl?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing good. Just trying to get everything situated here and get ready to call some games tonight. And y'all taking on a Clements team that come from behind last night to beat Ardmore.
Absolutely. Hey, they're playing with a lot of confidence. Had some kids step up, hit some big shots. Played hard. So, hey, in county tournament, it doesn't matter who's the 1 seed, who's the 6 seed. Anybody can win on any given night. You got to show up ready to play.
Yeah, we went in at halftime and they were down by 11. And so I was over in the hospitality room and my son texted me. He said, "Dad, they're tied up." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Clements come back out and they're tied up," and then they led ever since. And KK and Asia both played real well and played lights out.
They did.
Beat this Ardmore team. So
Clements has since I've been at East Limestone, this is my 4th year. Clements has always been a very competitive team. I think we lost to them a couple years, beat them a couple times. It's always kind of been back and forth. So. The team that shows up and has the most focus and has the best execution today will win.
Talk about your team. How well y'all played this year?
I think that we've grown a lot this year. I think if you saw us from start to now, you can see a lot of growth, a lot of maturity. We do have a very young team. The oldest kid in my starting lineup is 15 years old, so I got some 13 and 14-year-olds. Most of them are 13 and 14. So sometimes, we'll make some mistakes, that are young mistakes. But the thing with them is they want to continue to grow. They want to develop. They're very coachable. They play hard for each other. And the things that we try to teach them, they really try to grasp onto those concepts and build off that. So, we've got some kids playing well. Ava Tillery is probably the oldest one in our starting lineup. She's 15, but she's been shooting the ball well. We moved her from the 2 to the 1 this year, and she's done a great job handling the ball, running the offense. Kate Hovis has been lighting it up from the outside. Aria Kane has really came alive the past probably since Christmas. Shooting it pretty well, driving it pretty well, is a great finisher, great defender, kind of does all types of things for us. Harper Rice is our 5'4" post player, but she's a dog. She averages the most rebounds on the team. So I think the thing that's been great for us is we've had 4 or 5 different kids be in double figures consistently. So if one kid has been off, we've had a few step up. We had one of our players had a season or a career high. She had 18 the other night. Sanaa Morgan, she was on the JV team last year. She's a 9th grader, but has really came into herself and playing with a lot of confidence. So, this group, you just don't know who's going to be on, who's going to be off. So I think that kind of makes us hard to guard. But the main thing is they play hard, they play with confidence, and they want to win for each other.
What's it going to take to win this thing tonight?
We're definitely going to have to out-rebound them. Everybody that we play is bigger than us. Have a lot of fight, have a lot of effort. We're going to have to cause a lot of chaos and turnovers, kind of get some easy transition points. Clements does a great job attacking the rim. They have a few girls that can really slash to the basket, and they got number 5 hit a couple of threes last night. She had 4 or 5. 22 did a great job for them last night. And you got KK that can kind of do it all. So I think our main factors is stop the slash to the rim and contest shooters. So it's all about execution.
Yeah.
If we're up, down, knowing what to do in different scenarios.
So how are you looking in your area coming up? Is the tournament place coming up?
Yeah. So we got the 2 seed in area, and we're matched up against Ardmore. Both times against Ardmore, it's been a fight. East Ardmore. I think any Limestone County game, it's a rival. But us and Ardmore have played each other about 17,000 times the past couple of years because we're in county, we're in area together. With area, I think we have a shot to get out. We have to do a better job at contesting the 3. Again, rebounding the ball because Ardmore's so much bigger than we are. But we got to use our strengths to our advantage. But I think it's a real possibility for us to get out and get to a sub-regional, and then from there anything can happen.
Yeah. And I know noticing their game last night, they had trouble hitting free throws.
Yeah.
If they'd have made their free throws, it might have been a different story. But that rivalry.
Jay,
what?
Is for fists, we'd all get drunk. Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Come on, man.
Free throws are big in a ball game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
the first time we played Clements,
I ain't taking no credit away from.
Sound like get on the navy blue and orange talking that.
No, I ain't taking no credit for what Clements done last.
I'm just messing with you.
But it's just that's it. If you want, you got to make when they get you in that free throw line, you got to make those. That's your.
Yeah.
That's why they call them free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what killed Alabama against Ole Miss. Couldn't hit free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do the little things well, right?
Yeah.
Take care of the things that you can control, not turning the ball over, being in rotation on defense, boxing out, hitting free throws. That's what we talk about, execution. Whoever executes well is going to be the winner today. And
then y'all match up with which other areas?
So we cross with the West Point, Russellville, Lawrence County. West Point's a very tough team. I think they're ranked like 2 and 3 all season. One of the rankings, we actually got in the top 10, but then we dropped back out. Priceville's in the top. So, everybody that we're playing, either sub-region or area, there's a couple of us who are borderline being ranked in the top 10, have been ranked in the top 10. So it's not going to be an easy road for us to get to a regional.
But, hey, the experience you got, the younger kids, that experience will help you on down the road.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much experience we have, but, we're trying to get there.
But good luck tonight.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you joining us, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach. That's Coach Jessica Thompson joining us here, the ladies coach at East Limestone. And we're going to take a quick break. You listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on the Big 10A, WKC, and the PAS Plus app.
Hear Applebee's Tailgate Talk anywhere you go by downloading the PAS Plus app for your Android or iPhone. We'll be back with more after this. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook. The Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right.
For screen printing, sign printing, banners, logo design, and more, look no further than That Shirt Printing Place. Located at 709 North Jefferson Street in Athens. Call 256-444-1827. That Shirt Printing Place. Visit them online at thatshirtprintingplacellc.com. Look for them on Facebook too. That Shirt Printing Place. 256-444-1927. That Shirt Printing Place.
Now on a platform near you, the only year-round weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Freak Havoc podcast. News, interviews, and more. Dropping every Thursday, we'll just reek of the Huntsville Havoc. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and listen, follow, and subscribe on your favorite platform via the PAS Plus app and online at freakinhavoc.com.
Hi, this is Daryl Furman, former linebacker at the University of Alabama, Crimson Tide. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show.
So you're a control freak?
It's just a freak show anyway.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You know, it's in the 50s, climbing up to 60. So I don't know how much warmer, but a little bit. But it was very surreal driving through parts of Florida and seeing snow.
I bet it was.
Very palm trees and snow was kind of interesting little visual.
Wow, that's hard to believe. You know, because we never heard that before.
I was talking to one of my buddies who lives in Panama City. And it's the first time it snowed in Panama City since 1989.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So how's things going down there?
Going good. You know, we just we drove down yesterday, and then we got registered this morning and checked in, and they've got a practice that starts at 1:45 today, and they'll practice from 1:45 or 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So it'll be a pretty long practice, but, you know, Timothy's a long snapper, so he won't have as much as everybody. He won't snap for 4 hours. So, but we're excited. I mean, he's the only long snapper on the South team, and we'll play on Monday. They just moved the schedule to be on ESPN 3 at 1 p.m. Eastern or 12 p.m. our time, and we can watch the game live from Raymond James Stadium. So kind of cool.
That's pretty cool there.
Clay, I've been keeping up with you guys through Jay. Well, man, what's the latest on? Man, I realize the stuff you guys are going through with the making sure the portal and all the other questions that you guys get. I mean, the answers that you guys get. But where does he stand right now? I mean, what's going on with him deciding where he wants to go snap in college at?
Yeah, you know, it has been a tough process. You know, especially for a high school kid that, you know, when you go around, you're going to camps at, you know, invited to do stuff at Georgia and Clemson and big schools. And then the transfer portal has changed the game pretty much for all college, but I mean, really for a long snapper or kicker or punter. So you're seeing like they're all taking the kids that have been playing in, you know, D2, D3 or JUCO first, even before they take a high school kid. So we went up to visit UVA-Wise, which is a branch from the University of Virginia, which is a pretty good D2 school just north of Johnson City, Tennessee. Really likes it there. That's a school that they've said that he would start from the very beginning, so he get tape and get to maneuver there. And, we've waited off on committing or anything to anybody because he's got the blue-gray game on Monday. And with him being the only long snapper, we just thought, well, this just gives us an opportunity for one more set of eyes to see. And if anybody, sees it or reaches out, then, we'll go there. But it's been challenging, but, it's just kind of the way that it is, right? You can't really, you can complain about it, but it's not going to change anytime soon. But yeah, there was a roster limitation. So what happened is you have a lot of kids that were, let's say, prime example, Georgia. Georgia was a school that was interested in Timothy pretty heavily. They had 5 long snappers and were going to carry 5 long snappers at the time. Now they have 2. And then those 3, will go somewhere else. So it's changed the game, at least for the specialists and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. And if he gets to go to a D2 school or a small Division I school and gets to play, I think that's better than going to one of those places and sitting for 2 or 3 years and not getting to play. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Clay, but I've watched video on your son, and here's the way I feel. I feel like he's good enough to snap at some of the colleges that you just mentioned, and I tell kids that are good like that, it comes to a point where you need to go where you want to go and prove your way out there. If not, then you can always go back and go do something else. That's
yes,
what
sir.
I think he's good enough to show what he can do and get out there.
Yeah, and the coach, like for instance, the coach at UVA is Gary Bass. He actually, the head coach, was a long snapper. And then our time with him, he kind of said that to Tim. He's like, hey, I know tons of NFL guys, and if you're good, you're good, and they'll take you whatever.
That's right.
And then we looked at it too. A lot of, even the ones that are going to the bigger levels, they're only offering a preferred walk-on, which would get some things taken care of, but not a lot. Well, UVA is basically going to pay everything. So that was a good thing for us because Freak Daddy has I know people don't know that my real name's not Freak Daddy, right? So it's Clay. So my 401 Clay is not as strong as it should be. And,
Clay, I don't know about that. I see them headshot pictures in that suit you got on. I think he's high rolling, guys. I think he's holding back on us.
Hey, you got to realize that just like TV, I was wearing shorts underneath the bottom. It wasn't.
I do that too. That's awesome. I'm glad you said that. I do that too.
Well, so spinning the tunes don't pay that much, huh?
No, not like I used to. Not like it used to.
Tim knows about all that.
Yeah.
Well,
we get free stuff offered to us every once in a while, but that's about it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just 2 big losses this week by the Havoc, losing in Birmingham and then an overtime loss last night in Knoxville. I guess just the road woes, I guess, till they get back home tonight.
Yeah, we lost a lot of couple key guys. We talk about it, the call-ups, and when you get guys that get successful and they get called up, it makes things challenging. So we lost a couple key guys, had to maneuver. And, it's, we've even had, we played Pensacola, I think, not too long ago, and they came and beat us, and they're the last place team. So we play Knoxville again tonight. Peoria's got Birmingham. Hopefully our little sister down in Birmingham can be in Peoria and get a win. They didn't get one last night, but we're 1 point ahead of Peoria, so we're still in first place. But now it starts coming down to where the seedings.
Thank goodness for that overtime.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah. We wouldn't have had that today. So, I think they're good. I mean, we've talked about this. It's like weirder, and Coach, you can imagine this. Imagine playing when you're in the playoffs and you had people that get called away, and then you become like a lower seeded team, and then all of a sudden, if someone played on your team for 5 games during the year, they can come back and be on your playoff roster. So technically, you could be the last place team and have been the last place team because people got called up and moved away. But then when it comes time to go into the playoffs, you get to rebuild your team again. So really, in all actuality, it's just getting a higher seed to maybe get that home ice advantage, make some money, and then go there. But so they got to kind of at least hang into that top 4.
Yeah.
And they made a trade here, I guess, a couple of weeks ago too, for a guy who's right now still currently in the ECHL. So I asked Coach Stephen about it the other day, and he said, we're just going to have to wait on him, Maybe he'll show up by the playoffs, but who knows?
Yeah.
I had heard last night that last night's game was a sellout in Knoxville, and I'm thinking, okay, that's
a weird-looking building.
Well, that's thanks to the Havoc fans,
yeah.
And it's like these folks will have sellouts when Huntsville comes to town.
Yes, absolutely. And we got to, for those that want to go, I won't be at the game. I'll be here in Tampa, but the Wiener Dog race will be on Sunday at the VBC, and it's already sold out. So if you didn't get your tickets, that'll be the 33rd straight sellout.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, now we're planning on, and my initial call to you dropped right before I asked you this question off the air. We're planning on doing our show from the VBC next Saturday with the Havoc. You going to be back in town for that?
I will be back in town, but I may be overcommitted. I know. In my wonderful world, it's crazy to think February 1st would start baseball season.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But I'm the announcer for Liberty Baseball, and they have baseball all day on February the 1st. But we'll see. I may be able to do it first and head over. I'm not really for sure what time that starts.
Here we go, Clay. Weather permitting. There you go.
No, absolutely. When they said baseball on February 1st, I was like, what in the world's going on here? This ain't right.
I think there's rain in the forecast for next Saturday, so.
Yeah,
I hope rain.
We'll be hoping for rain.
Keep having it. Right.
Yeah. Oh man. And it's Chaos's birthday, I think, next Saturday as well.
Yep. For the bigger dog.
Yeah.
Not the wiener dog.
Because I had seen I think Blooper, the Braves mascot's committed to coming to his party. My son was asking me, is Nash coming? I said, I don't know. I said, I just seen Blooper was coming.
Yeah, they've previous years they've done a real good job. I think last year, they had I can't remember what his mascot name is, but the Atlanta Falcons mascot
Freddie.
came, and he was
Freddie the Falcon.
super entertaining.
Yeah.
If this was a video show, we might could get Chaos, even Blooper maybe, but audio wouldn't get much out of Chaos.
As I told Tim, mom's the word.
Yes, absolutely. Right, absolutely.
Oh man. Well, buddy, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck to Timothy's Monday, and y'all have a great time and safe travels home.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, brother.
Go Havoc.
Yes, sir. Go Havoc. That's Clay Coleman joining us live from Tampa. We're going to take a quick break. You'll listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk here on the Big 1080 and the PAS Plus app.
If you have a question, comment, or idea for Tailgate Talk, you can email it to tailgatetalk@hotmail.com. Remember, you can always call or text us during the show at 256-812-1848. We'll be right back with more of Applebee's Tailgate Talk on 1080 WKAC.
When it comes to the Wi-Fi in your home, are you in control? Manage your Wi-Fi with the ATC Control app. ATC can help you get the best Wi-Fi experience. Prioritize your laptop while you work from home, or prioritize your streaming devices to enjoy your favorite shows. Ready for a better Wi-Fi experience? Visit ATC's website at www.ardmore.net to download the free ATC Control app today. Certain equipment and/or services may be required. ATC is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
What is community? I'm a First National Bank Student Advisory Board member, and I am alone from Tanner High School. And to me, community is supporting those who connect us. First National Bank proudly supports our neighbors, businesses, schools, and organizations that make Limestone County a great place to live and work. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
He's got a push. Backed up three. And he got it! Three-pointer at the buzzer to win it! Unbelievable!
Join Play Action Sports for another season of Calhoun basketball. You can hear live action from men's and women's teams streamed on the PAS Plus app on your Alexa device by saying Open PAS Plus or online at pasplus.net. Check out the online archives on the website or on your favorite podcast platform too. And listen for select games on Sundays at noon on WKAC Radio. Calhoun basketball from PAS Plus.
This is James Clemens girls basketball coach Monica Maxwell, and you are listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back here to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here at Elkmont High School. We're at the Limestone County basketball tournament, middle school action. Ardmore Lady Tigers leading 38-19 over the Lady Indians of East Limestone here in the fourth quarter. And joining us on the in the hot seat over here, as we say, Mr. Stephen Baugh, the principal at Ardmore. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good morning. Doing well. I think it's the first time as principal I've joined y'all, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I softball coach, y'all had me on every other week, and I'm principal now. I'm not as important, so.
Well, I don't pull the strings when I'm here. So.
I'll just give you a hard time.
How's it going, man?
Hey,
How's things at Ardmore?
Going good. Enjoying this game right here. We got our middle school girls and JV girls will be in the championships today. So they're doing well. Looks like the middle school girls will pull it off. Our coaching staff does a good job, really developing these girls. And they're talented. This group right here, this middle school girls group, in several years from now, they have an opportunity to do really well.
You got Tim coaching them down there, so.
Oh, yeah. Coach K down there.
Tim just looks like a basketball guy. I tell you, to be this, man, Stephen, they always tell principals you got to be well-rounded, but I'm telling you, man, I know the exciting things that's going on up there in Ardmore. You had a really good football season, having a really good girls basketball season right now, and just hired a new, baseball is always going to be pretty good at Ardmore, and now I know you're looking forward to Whitney up there in softball and what she's doing.
Yeah, so start with football. We had a great football season. Coach Snyder does a phenomenal job with those players and getting them to buy into what we have to do. For football, you have to, Coach Legg knows this, you can't just run any scheme. You got to make sure you're, a downhill running team. And him and Coach Wells, he was our offensive coordinator. They did a great job this year on that end and making sure that, we ran the ball downhill, got it to our playmakers. Girls basketball has done pretty good so far this year. And, yeah, we're excited about baseball and softball. We're excited about Coach King and, what she's bring to the table with softball. That accountability is back for our softball program, and they got a chance to do pretty well.
That Auburn connection there.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. But whether you're from Auburn or Alabama or Tennessee, we don't care. We want to try to hire the best. It doesn't matter to me. We're going to try to hire the best and put the best people we can in front of our students.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your new volleyball coach this year too.
Oh, Emma, she's done a phenomenal job. Last year volleyball was, I'm going to be honest with you, it was sort of a mess at Ardmore. She came in and completely transformed the mentality, transformed how we communicate to our student athletes and our parents, and she did a great job, and she's going to do a great job. And, her mom, she comes from a very winning pedigree. Her mom's won several state championships, and so we're excited to have Emma too.
Awesome. I know this, man. I know that it's highly competitive up there, especially in the spring sports when it comes to 5A, 6A softball. There's a lot of good teams in 5A. As you know, man, you've been there, and there's a lot of good teams now in every division, because I know even in 4A, like my daughters play, you got Orange Beach, which could be the best team 4 through 6A, that's right. Down there. And it's competitive, and like you said, you got to have people in there that's going to coach them up and work them hard, and I know, man. And here's what else too, guys. Steven here knows what it takes to. He played in high school for a guy that it was never ending in baseball, and that's why they were so successful at Hazel Green back in those days. And he's brought that mentality over to the girls' sports at Ardmore, and he did it when I was there. Man, I couldn't ask for any better assistant coach than Steven, and right now Steven's guiding the whole ship up there at Ardmore, and I know he's doing a good job, and it's in good hands. You see old Donald up there taking a picture of us. That's a guy's probably he's be on the hot seat taking pictures up there.
Listen, he knows what he's doing, who he sits beside up there.
That's right.
How he communicates. He's a sort of a politician.
That's
he
exactly
knows what he's
right.
doing up there.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy being principal at Ardmore. All my time at Ardmore. I'm actually telling somebody yesterday, probably my most valuable experience when I was on Coach Legg's staff, when I was the middle school head football coach. I'm telling you that right there, if you can motivate and organize 50 to 60 middle school boys to come together, that right there is the experience you need to be in any type of leadership role.
Yeah. People don't understand the stuff you go through as a coach, like Steven does, and Graham does, and those are the two guys I know that come to mind. When you coach, man, you've dealt with a crazy parent, you've dealt with a crazy kid, you've dealt with having to raise money, so it's all kind of a microcosm of what it takes to be a good principal.
Yeah. You've been at Ardmore now how long?
This is my 12th year.
Wow.
I started, Coach Legg and Rusty Bates brought me to Ardmore.
But see, Rusty owes Steven, because right now Rusty, guys, Tim is still down about $27,000 in biscuits at Rusty's daddy's store.
So Rusty used to work. We had a convenience store in Hazel Green, and Rusty used to work in the morning. And my dad would, with the inventory, he'd do inventory on our sausage and biscuits, and he'd be like, Rusty, we're not, the money's not adding up. And Rusty would say, well, Johnny, I eat about 2 or 3, maybe 4 in the morning, if that's okay with you.
I'm telling you, Rusty's still forever indebted to Steven.
I'll have to ask him that in the morning at church.
Please do.
That's it, man. You just see where you girls here just basically doubled up East Limestone to win the middle school championship.
Yeah.
Ardmore girls.
They're a talented bunch, and Coach Jones does a good job. He really does care about those kids out there, and we're fortunate to have him.
And I always enjoyed having Coach Jones around. He loved, and big thing about it is too, guys he loves Ardmore.
He does.
Yeah.
Yep, he does.
And that's huge to have somebody that loves the community, loves the people like Tim does. And also, there's a special place for Tim Jones in heaven, because he was Bama Zach's next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jay, after those with Bama Zach, when Coach Legg was the head coach at Ardmore, after some of the funnest nights I've ever had were after games on Friday, especially the ones we won where we were all in a good mood with Bama Zach and Coach Legg and you. And
had those on video at one time, Jay.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Those were some good days.
Yeah, days like today is when I really miss him, because days like today is the days
he'd be wearing out that back door right there, sure.
Really shine.
Then he'd be worrying about all this stuff going on.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to let Kirkpatrick say here, Coach.
He got my radio. Okay. Mine.
Joining us now is the Ardmore ladies coach, Jared Kirkpatrick. Jared, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. How are y'all?
Doing good now, ain't you, Coach? That's good.
A nice win
big
there,
win.
right there for your middle school.
That's they've done a really good job this year. Coach Jones got them playing good here at the end of the year. Really proud of them. It's awesome to always win the county.
Yeah, it's been, especially in dominating form like this game was. I mean, that was a pretty good performance, a tough performance by the Ardmore Tigers. Really good, man.
Yeah. I hate to bring it up, tough one last night though, but I mean, you girls played hard.
They do. They play hard. You go 4 for 16 from the free throw line, though. You don't.
That's what you said.
You don't deserve to win.
Yeah.
So
I was telling him that's what killed Alabama the other night against Ole Miss. You hit free throws, you're gonna lose the ball game.
That's it. We preach it all the time. Practice it every day. Comes down to it, game situation, and you miss 12 and lose by 5. There you go.
Yeah. So how you looking in your area?
We'll be the 3 playing East at Priceville this coming Friday at 6.
Okay.
So,
well, it's winding down, man.
It is.
This coming Friday.
Man. We played East twice. One time, or both times, they beat us by 3. We missed 23 shots in the lane in one game in the second half and had 36 turnovers in one game. I feel like if we can take care of the basketball, we'll be all right. But that's easier said than done in girls basketball sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask him. Was it going, Coach? What does it take to beat? First of all, you just said it. I was paying attention to something else. To beat East Friday night and to beat Priceville, if you can get through that one.
To beat East first, we're going to have to take care of the basketball. Don't let them speed us up. That's what their game is. They're trying to speed us up the whole time. We've got to play our pace, our game. And if we can make it into a half-court game, which is what we've done in the second half of the game at our place, but we made it a half-court game, but we couldn't finish at the rim. So if we can do that, that'll help us get through them. And beating Priceville, that's easier said than done, I think.
Yeah.
Leah Childress is really, really good. And you're going to have to contain her and not let the other girls hit shots. That's what's the first time we didn't contain her, she had 29. The second time, we held her to 19 with 16 of them. We had a hand in her face. But all the other girls around her started making shots. So you got to
peek your boys.
That's it.
That's man. Didn't think about that, but like I said, man, I told Stephen, 5A basketball. I'm just going to tell you, man, I really think that West Point's got a really good team there in y'all's league, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, they do, and we'll have to. That's our crossover is West Point, Russellville, Lawrence County. So if we do beat East, we'll be fighting to see who doesn't go to West Point.
Hey, I tell you what, and Coach, you just said this in our league in 3A basketball. We've been to Lauderdale County the last 2 or 3 years, and they have beat the blood out of us by 25, 28 points. And you think it's all over, and then we go to Wallace and somehow get hot at Wallace, and that's when it really matters.
Yeah.
Man. That's when it really matters. And now we got Mars Hill in there, who's a machine, and Lauderdale County beat them the other night by 15, 16. So they're a problem.
Bell Hill is really, really good. And Lauderdale County's playing some of their best ball I've seen in a few years anyway.
Yeah. They're always real good, man. They just keep on coaching. They're doing it the right way. They've got those young development leagues and getting them rolling and going, and that's how you win. You know, that's with you right here. These middle school girls win the championship. If Coach Kirkpatrick don't pick it up some, they're going to wanting to know what's going on up there at Ardmore with the varsity girls.
You got that right. I told them this morning, they asked me, they said, how are you today? I said, well, I feel like the biggest loser in town. We're the only ones not playing.
Coach, at the end of the day, it's girls' sports. You never know what you get with a girl, you know?
That's it.
That's true.
Everybody always asks, how you feel about tonight? I don't feel anything about tonight until they throw the ball up. That's when I know what kind of team we'll have.
That's right.
I think we had every opportunity last night. We just didn't capitalize. So,
and Coach Baugh said that this middle school team might be a real good team as they, progress into varsity.
Our middle school and JV both, they're really, really good. They got good pieces on both. And to go along with, we have 3 seniors this year. We'll miss. But from the 11th grade class down, there's all the pieces are there to really be good. So it's just putting them together, finding what works, and in girls sports, having them all show up the same night.
Man,
and it's almost like Coach Snyder with juniors and the sophomores and juniors. He's going to be stout for the next few years too in football.
The 10th grade class of athletics at Ardmore is really good, and you got classes above them and below them that help. So fill in.
That's what it was when my daughters went to Ardmore. My daughter is a 10th grader, and that's exactly what it was, is the 10th grade class, and my little one is an 8th grader. Her class, the year JV, man, it was some monsters up there as far as athletes go.
They should be really good in softball as well.
Yeah, we just talked about that, how I think Whitney changed the attitude up there and get it going, man. But, Coach, I know I speak for Jay, but you do a great job.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm really proud of you. And even though you have to fight through having an assistant like Bryant Wells, it's pretty bad.
He's got great hair, though, doesn't he?
Probably some of the best hair, you know.
He loves that Twitter machine. He loves that Twitter machine. I know that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. On there. Good luck to you, Coach.
Well, Jared, appreciate you joining us, brother. Good luck in the area. Get on down there at Wallace and win you some games.
I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all.
Thanks, sir. That's Jared Kirkpatrick, the ladies coach at Ardmore. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Limestone County. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live from the Limestone County basketball tournament here on the Big 1080 and the PAS Plus app.
Your roof is the first line of defense for your home. Do you have water stains on your ceiling, paint peeling off your walls, shingles missing? It's probably time for you to get your free roof inspection. Locally owned and operated, licensed, and insured, Yellowhammer Roofing is the Yellowhammer State hometown team. Yellowhammer Roofing. Let our family protect what's most important to you, your family. 256-232-1933 or online at yellowhammerroofing.com.
P4 Therapy is an outpatient provider offering community-based care with a unique partnership model that allows them to consistently deliver world-class outpatient care, emphasizing personalized hands-on treatment. Whether it's orthopedic, physical, geriatric, or manual therapy, sports or neuro rehab, telehealth, or most any type of muscle or joint pain, P4 Physical Therapy promises to treat you with integrity, compassion, faithfulness, and selflessness. Locations in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee. Look for them on Facebook or online at p4physicaltherapy.com. Now that you've got that new place on the water, BP Riverworks can finish the picture with a boathouse, dock, or seawall. Call Barron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks, licensed and insured, 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097.
Bring a little caffeination inspiration to your next event with Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens. Turn up the heat in these cooler months with their signature products, including a full coffee menu, white chocolate mocha, lattes, frappes, energy drinks, lemonades, and teas. Travelin' Tom serves events of any size, concerts, neighborhood block parties, high school football games, you name it. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens is sure to make any event a little sweeter. Visit Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens on Facebook or call them at 434-1734. Travelin' Tom's Coffee of Athens.
Want to howl with the Havoc this season? Now's your chance from Tailgate Talk and the Huntsville Havoc. Just go to tailgatetalk.net and register your name. Then listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk this Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC Radio as we announce the winners of Huntsville Havoc tickets. Howl with the Havoc this season from the Huntsville Havoc and Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
Hi, this is Jason Medovich, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And we're back here at Elkmont High School as the Lady Ardmore Tigers middle school team just beat the East Limestone Lady Indians. Now we're getting set for middle school boys. East Limestone taking on the West Limestone Wildcats. And joining us is the AD for Limestone County and Transportation Director and all that good stuff, Mr. Russ Cleveland. How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Big week.
It's always a big week. It's always an undertaking, but it's been good.
You know, I'm sure he'll tell you this in a second, but, you know, you just said it, not just being the county athletic director and dealing with 1,000 phone calls a day of somebody griping about something going on in athletics or about somebody not playing, but Coach also had a pretty good week this week when it terms of the buses and bus situations because of the -0 temperatures out there. And Coach, I think when I got to school the other day, I told somebody I bet we got bus radios that ring throughout the county in our office, 50. maybe calls.
Well, at least. Monday and Tuesday were busy days, and, when it's that cold, diesels have a hard time anyway. I think Tuesday morning we jumped off 18, and we had about 6 that had brake lines froze that we had to thaw out. Wow. So, people think they're just supposed to be there when they be there. There's a lot that goes into it.
That's right. That's why he's losing his hair.
That's right. I don't have a lot up there. That's why I have to wear a cap all the time.
Coach, people need to understand this too. This ain't just a thought out in a couple of days process. I mean, after this is over, I'm sure Coach will get started on. Where is the county tournament next year, Coach?
It goes to Tanner next year for basketball.
Awesome.
So when this is over, we immediately turn the page to softball and softball, soccer.
Yeah, sir.
I mean,
baseball.
Yeah.
That's right. Here we go.
Yeah. It's not something that you just put together. I mean, everything has been ordered for months, and just getting everybody together and getting the awards and nominations and making sure everything's smooth. And the biggest thing, each school does a great job, but it is an undertaking when you take on this tournament, from workers, gate workers, hospitality, referees. I mean, you have to commit them months in advance.
Yeah. And the cost of the referees to do this tournament, I don't even want to think about how much it is.
No, it's
a lot.
Yeah, it's pushing 5 figures.
Ooh, man, it'd be nice to be a referee then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Everything, and Clint knows this. This is year 22 for me, and I guess 21 I guess about 19 in the county, pushing 20. But the cost of operations is, just from security to umpires and referees for anything is, budgets have quadrupled.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea, we went to the board and asked for some money to help out this year, because just looking at basketball umpires from one year to this year, each school was looking at about $5,000 more just for the season.
Wow.
So you drag that out through the year. That's soccer, that's baseball, and y'all know the coldest sport is baseball and softball. You don't get many folks out there in February and March. But cost of operations and equipment. So it is an undertaking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. People, the money given, really, with as much as stuff cost, is spent in 5 minutes. If you really want to do it like that, try to save some of it for a rainy day, but it's hard to do that when you're sponsored. And some schools have a lot more sports than others, and it's amazing how much stuff costs now.
I know.
Well, put it this way, the board was kind enough. We've been getting money from the board to help each school for the last 5-6 years, and we started at $10,000, then it went to $15,000, and this year they gave each school $25,000. But that's about 20% of what it costs to just operate.
Wow,
that's right.
Wow.
So that people complain all the time about fundraising. You just have to. You look at a single bat for softball or baseball years ago was $100.
Yeah.
Now we're pushing $4 to $5.
Yep.
Just for one bat.
Yep.
So. Yeah, it's a challenge every day, but we've been blessed.
I talked to me and Coach Davis, and Brick was talking the other day. Helmets are $500, shoulder pads are $400, and like at West, you try to outfit 60 kids, $500. Think about that money,
man.
It's crazy, man. And like you said, you got fundraising ain't something I don't think I'll do it. If you don't, you won't make it as a coach too.
And then it helps with great representatives too.
It does.
Get you grants and stuff like that.
It does. And we overall we have a great group of people working, and they are dedicated. They have to be.
Yeah.
Like Clint said, football is your biggest expense, as in uniforms. But each kid that runs out on the field is looking at about $2,000 worth of stuff on each kid.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And when you're looking at helmets. What, Clint, 10 years now? It's a 10-year window.
That's right.
Now you can't refurbish them.
That's right.
Wow.
That's why I try to tell Brick you need to order 10 a year, man, because you don't want to replace 80.
That's right.
No.
No.
That'd be unbelievable to have to do that. Coach, it looks like is it we're on time or we should be pretty close.
We are actually 1 minute early.
Well, that's
good.
good.
Got to keep this going.
Well, as long as we don't have any free basketball, we'll be okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It always helps with that running clock.
Well, every now and then it does. It does. Depends who you ask. Depends who's on the other end of that.
And one thing I love about this thing, man, it's like a big family reunion.
It is. It is. That's the one thing I do like. Now, granted, it is a lot of work, and I will take a big exhale this evening. But, you see a lot of people, and you get to talk to a lot of people who've been around, had contributed to this for a long time, and that's the part I enjoy.
Yeah, because everybody in here has played in this thing.
That's right. That's right. In some form or fashion, they've been a part of it.
Yeah. Tim, you played in this tournament? Y'all didn't Bible school play in the county tournament?
Used to.
I don't know what happened. I don't know when they.
Why did they get out?
And somebody NIL money up there.
No, I always thought, I was talking to somebody here not too long ago about it, and I always thought it was because they added so many, middle school girls and boys, JV girls and boys, varsity girls and boys, right. and had so many teams playing, and then if you had, 6 teams from ABS coming in, you may be playing a week and a half.
Yeah.
And then you'd have Lindsay Lane too.
Yeah. And the thing you get into, Monday, you got middle schoolers that, they won't be able to play in basketball anymore. They go to their next sport has started. Their window's gone. So, last year, people think, between me and Jordan Angus, I think we redrew that tournament 7 or 8 times because of the snow last year.
Yeah.
And you get to a breaking point. You don't like to play 4 games on a school night because if you start at 4, then you're playing that last one around 8:30, 9,
Yeah.
So this year we're lucky enough. Well, I don't want to say lucky, but we've had 2 or 3 teams not to make, but it's allowed us just to play 3 each night.
Yeah.
And you got
having 2 gyms too.
Yeah, that's what I started to say. You got 6 teams from about every school, so you got, and it still goes a week.
Yeah,
with 2 gyms.
It does, and last year we did something kind of unprecedented. If school is not in session, we don't play. That's kind of the general rule. But with the snow, we didn't go to school last year on Wednesday. But we were forced to play. I told the superintendent, I said, we can't play on Sunday, but if we don't play on Wednesday, we can't finish. In the middle school, we'll just have to stop because, their window for competing in basketball is done. So,
well, now during the COVID year, didn't you had it even different schools?
We did, and we rotated that and then consolidated kind of at the end. And then last year we played here. Played some here. We had to. We played 2 places in both gyms. Just to get them in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's coming down the road for all the participation with some of these teams that's going to have a middle school with JV because our gym, Elkmont's gym, West gym, Tanner's gym, at Clements, that was our new gym.
Yeah.
Now we got 1 row of bleachers, and with so many people standing around like over the other night, Coach would tell you, it was so many people there that almost standing on the side. I call it sidelines, but it's baseline. You can hardly get in there. So,
well, when you get into playing in auxiliary gyms, you're okay as long as you don't get into free basketball because you have those 2 fan bases in there, and then you have 2 more waiting. And if it overlaps 15 minutes, that's always when my hair kind of stands up, and somebody's always, there's always that one.
That's right. Man, here's what else too, Tim, Jay. We've got 50 acres in front of our bus garage there on Elm Street in Athens. I wish our county and our city would have a joint venture and put a civic center in there for events and stuff like this. It would be awesome in this kind of centralized location.
And stuff like it'd pay for itself.
I think it would in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You could have, we're strapped when you want to have band concerts. And I know we're here about basketball and sports, but band has to compete. And, if you had a concert hall.
Yes.
There's a lot. I will tell you this, on my plate and on the board's plate, looking ahead for the next 5 years, they really do have a really good handle on capital gains for our county. You know, we've got on the docket. Don't know if we're going to do one track, big. You know, that's always been a.
Well, I heard something about Owens.
Well, that is on the table and that's talked about. But you know, at Owens, the next thing is, you know, plumbing down in the hole and then parking, and it's been kicked around and talked about that you have 2 locations, one on each side of the county for a track. But you know, the unique thing, and you can go around the state, but Limestone County doesn't have a high school that has a track around a football field.
That's true.
So, you know, those are growing sports, and soccer's growing at leaps and bounds. So, you know, auxiliary fields. So down the line, there's going to have to be a consensus of, are we going to build a big track, you know, down at Owens possibly and turf it, or you know, do we switch gears and possibly turf each high school field and then add 2 tracks, one on each side of the county, and kind of make them uniform? So we've kind of got that out there in the next 5 years, but the question is, what is it going to estimated cost on which way do we go? What's the most economical?
I mean, because this is the fastest growing county.
Oh, it is. it is, and the way the schools are laid out, you know, economically to me, the turfing of high school fields would probably be, in my aspect, in the next few years, smartest, because then you got soccer on turf, you got football on turf, the wear and tear, the cost.
Yeah.
No fussing about practicing. Nowhere you got somewhere
you
to
got to worry about
practice.
cutting grass and painting fields.
And it would, you know, you can do a high school field around $1 million. And that sounds like a lot of money, but then you also got to think, I got to do it again in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, what stage, there's 3 real grades of fields, you know, do you go out and spend $2 million for each school and know it's going to last longer, or, but forecasting where we're going to be in Limestone, that's another thing, you know, and part of on my plate is all the annexations. I get that, and so bus routes and, you know, like a big chunk yesterday, if you look, Huntsville just annexed another 400 acres down, you know, south of 20 to Swancott, which you know, we have several kids out that way. But what's that going to look like? That's going to force them to build another high school. Yeah. So, you know, nobody has a crystal ball, but, I mean, the numbers change daily, and the cost is going to change daily.
I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to go ahead right now and tell Coach I volunteered Blue Springs down there to redo the top of ours, and that'd be the one on this side of the county, and then go the other side of the county and build another track.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. We got a really nice one. However, it is, you know, they want that new surface on those tracks that they run on, and that is concrete. But man, we've tried our best since I've been down there to keep it clean on the inside and outside. And we do have that nice walking track that they've got down there, which some don't have, and it's been really nice for us.
Well, it's no doubt our kids need it, and you know, if you go build a central location large enough and with all the amenities, you know, you have to have restrooms and parking and plumbing. I mean, you're looking at, well, Haleville down that way, they built a uniform one, and it was about $8 million. But if you're going to invest that kind of money, then you also have to plan years in advance of, we got to pay for it. So what's here when we're not having a track meet?
Yeah.
Who's here? Who, you know, the next week, the next week, the next week.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to host events, and that'd be great for our county, but, you know, somebody will have to, you know, make sure and take a big part in looking toward the future.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just going to say this, too, like I said with the other guy. Coach Cleveland, Russ here, does a great job. It's a tough job. It's a job not a lot of people want. It's a job that he's making a lot of money at, though, man. He's making
that's right. That's right. I made a lot this week.
I'm just joking. He ain't making none. But I'm going to tell you, man, he does a good job, and I'm appreciative to have somebody that cares about athletics and cares about the coaches, what's more important than anybody else in this thing. But I want to leave you with this, Jay. I want you to ask Coach where he went to college and what he did there. Tell him, Coach, where you went.
I went to that little university called Oxford, Mississippi. Played a little baseball. Got lucky enough and got drafted in '89 and kicked around that for a little bit. That's a hard road, I'll tell you that, though. But I've always loved sports, and this is a way for me to stay in it and give back the best I can, because as long as I've done this, I know what position Clint's in and these guys are in. And when you don't have somebody that can answer their questions and fight for them and have been there and knows exactly how they feel, it can be a lonely, lonely place to be. Because I can tell you, there's on each one of these teams, you can laugh and kid about it, but there's 16 coaches on each team in the stands, and they think they know
no doubt.
And that's passion. That's fine. Yeah. But it does. I mean, you're on an island when you don't have somebody to say, hey, no, this is what we're going to do, and this is the right thing to do.
So is baseball your passion?
Well, I played baseball and football. My funny story, and Clint knows this, on recruiting, I mean, I graduated at 5'10", and I was about 165. So when I went to Southern Mississippi, there was a guy there that played my position named Brett Favre, so that was kind of out of the question. And so then I go to Ole Miss on a recruiting trip, and they had me, the guy who was going to take me around was defensive end. He was All-American. And when I shook his hand, I laugh all the time. I've got long fingers. I don't have big hands, but when I shook his hand, all I saw was my wrist. And I got to thinking, I'm going to get picked up and thrown down every day by that. No, thank you. So I love all sports, but my two were football and baseball.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that ages me too there, guys.
I tell you what, that car wreck about killed him.
Oh, I know.
Man, we went and had the legend that we had in football in Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, Russ, we appreciate you joining us. Hand out more awards and trophies today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. That's Russ Cleveland. He's the AD here in Limestone County Sports, and we're going to take a quick break. You listen to Limestone County High School basketball from Play Action Sports. I'm sorry, Applebee's Tailgate Talk at Elkmont High School for the Limestone County basketball tournament. We'll be right back.
Tailgate Talk is on Facebook. Just search for Applebee's Tailgate Talk, like our page, and post your questions, comments, or ideas for the show. Applebee's Tailgate Talk will be right back on 1080 WKAC.
Limestone Drug, located on the square in downtown Athens, is your local Health Mart pharmacy. As your local Health Mart pharmacy, Limestone Drug is locally owned and has a personal commitment to the community. Limestone Drug honors prescription drug plans, including Medicare. They accept flex spending cards and fill prescriptions in minutes, not hours. Limestone Drug knows there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. So shop Limestone Drug at 200 West Market Street in Athens, your local Health Mart pharmacy. Limestone Drug, caring for you and about you.
What is community? I am First National Bank Student Advisory Board member Hadley Madison from East Limestone High School. And to me, community is supporting those who connect us. First National Bank proudly supports our neighbors, businesses, schools, and organizations that make Limestone County a great place to live and to work. First National Bank, making communities great. Member FDIC.
Daly & Son Car Care is Ardmore's only one-stop auto repair and tire shop. Whether it's major mechanic or brake work or routine maintenance like an oil change or lube job, Daly & Son Car Care has been satisfying customers all over with their fast and friendly service. They're also your headquarters for quality Cooper tires. Stop by and see Wayne, Nikki, or Dale at 25600 Main Street in Ardmore, Tennessee, or call them at 931-427-4651. They're on Facebook too. Daly & Son Car Care, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 till 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
For screen printing, sign printing, banners, logo design, and more, look no further than That Shirt Printing Place. Located at 709 North Jefferson Street in Athens. Call 256-444-1827. That Shirt Printing Place. Visit them online at thatshirtprintingplacellc.com. Look for them on Facebook too. That Shirt Printing Place. 256-444-1927. That Shirt Printing Place.
Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the Play Action Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the Play Action Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC.
Hey, this is Joel Schrank of Elkmont High School. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here from Elkmont. As we're here for the middle school boys Limestone County basketball tournament final. And joining us here is the basketball coach at East Limestone High School, the boys coach, Coach Jake Moran. Jake, how you doing this morning,
Doing good. How about y'all?
Doing great. Watching some good basketball here and ready for tonight's games. And saw a good one last night between West and Tanner. I know you were here scouting it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you think about that, and how you going to play Tanner tonight?
I thought it was a close game between those two teams. They were going back and forth. Our plan is to kind of be who we've been all year. We mix defenses up based on who we play and kind of the speed of the game. And our goal every game is to dictate tempo. We try to play to a certain speed offensively and defensively. We try to control the tempo of whoever we're playing. If it's a slow-paced team, we try to speed them up. If it's a fast-paced team, we try to slow them down. So it varies from game to game. So going in with Tanner, we played them twice this year. That third game's always different, when it's in the county tournament or any kind of tournament, So looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good game. Guys will be ready to go. We got shoot around here in about an hour, and then we're going to get up here and get ready to play.
What Jake's done a good job of that I've noticed this year is going places and playing tougher people early. I think that's what, when I go back and look at why our girls were able to go to the Final Four, it's because of who they played before this time. And Jake, I even saw this week where you guys went to A&M and played Austin. Played Austin.
Yeah, we got a chance to go play in the bragging rights, which was at Alabama A&M Monday, and I was, trying to find an MLK Day game, and we ended up getting an invite to that to play Austin, and so I was really happy about getting not only invited to it, but getting to play a very good team. Austin's ranked number 4 in 7A right now, and we had a lead on them in the third quarter, and then just a few too many turnovers in the fourth quarter kind of cost us the game, but thought we played really well and, was able to go toe-to-toe with some of the best 7A teams in the state. We played Huntsville early on. I think they're ranked 1 or 2 in 7A right now. Really good team. So really, really proud of how our guys have, raised their level of competition this year and not backed down from anybody. And I think that's gotten us the confidence that we've been playing with here lately is just playing with teams that are, highly ranked, bigger schools, and it just gives us the confidence to play against whoever we're playing. So that was kind of the goal of that, and so far it's worked out, even though, we ended up not winning either one of those games. They were close games throughout, and I think lost by 7 to Austin and lost by 10 to Huntsville. So been 2 really good games, throughout with those 2 teams.
And you got great senior leadership as well.
We do, yeah. We're led by our 5 seniors. Zach Kane, obviously, Jeb, Blanton, Riley Gross all starred, and then we got really good role minutes out of Braylon Gill and Charles Burgess. So those 5, and then we have our 5 juniors, and then we got 1 sophomore that starts. So we got a pretty veteran group that's led this, year. So excited to see how far we can take it.
Yeah, I saw the night when you brought Braylon in off the bench, man. He's not scared to shoot it anywhere. If it's East Limestone over at Tabs Market, he'll pull up over there, man. But like I said, man, I can't remember a day went by when I was at East Limestone with those dudes you just talked about wasn't shooting basketball or worried about a basketball.
Right. Yeah.
And it's really telling. And plus you add in Davis, Kobe. And God, man, he gives you some good minutes too, I think.
Oh yeah.
And
Ricky plays well too.
Yeah. Ricky and Charlie, Colby, those 3 guys are probably the 3 leading guys in minutes that aren't seniors. So they've played a lot of minutes this year, which is one made us good this year, but is only going to benefit us and them as players next year. So yeah, man, we're just. We tell them we try to get a little bit better every day. That's our goal.
So Jake, the area tournament starts next week, right?
Yeah.
So y'all are, I guess, at East Limestone.
Yeah, we're hosting. We start next Saturday. We'll have Ardmore, and then Brewer and Price will play the 2 and 3 spot.
I got you. So they play first to play y'all, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. and they're actually having to play tonight in their county championship. So they're going to end up seeing each other for a fourth time in area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know you're looking forward to that, but at least you're playing that at home. And I know you guys want to win that too, to keep it alive, and you always want to be on top of that area.
Where's the season went, man?
It's flown by. Yeah, it's flown by. That's what I was talking to the MA coach the other day, and talking about, when you just enjoy the group that you coach, it makes your job as a coach much more enjoyable, and it makes the season go by fast. Because, our guys, we never really have any problems out of them. You have high school kid stuff where sometimes they want to be lazy, but for the most part, our kids, man, they want to come to work every day and get better. And that's what makes the difference between a great team and a good team. Yeah. And I've really enjoyed coaching this group this year.
Yeah, because you've been with them for a long time.
Yeah.
And that helps out a whole lot.
What else helps Jake, too, and I'm sure he'll say this, is Jake's got a staff of really good basketball dudes over on the bench with him, that if it goes wrong or bad and he needs a calming voice, he's got 3 or 4 of the best dudes around, in my opinion. I know it's Jake's opinion of anybody around in Limestone County coaching basketball.
Yeah, Coach Davis, he's been coaching at East probably, 20-something years total, coaching girls and boys. Coach Matt Smith, he's been, at East probably 10 years, maybe more than that as well, 10 to 15 years coaching boys and girls. And then Coach Kane's been there the last 6 years. And then Rob Robinson, he helps with the JV as well. He played at East and has been helping. And then we got Coach Carpenter. He played at East, and now he's coaching the middle school. So we got a good group of guys that's been around not only basketball but also East Limestone basketball. So, of course, they want to see us, as a group be successful as possible. So it makes it really easy having those guys around.
I talked to a guy the other night that said if East don't make it a long run this year, it's all coaching. I talked to him several hours on the phone. That guy would be none other than Brandon Moran, because he ain't cutting no slack at all.
I'm
Jake,
sure. I'm sure he's not.
That's awesome.
He's not.
Oh, you're doing a good job, dude. I'm just telling you, I feel really good. I know there's a couple of good teams up this way in that division, but I think you are. You guys create it. You guys be what you want to be. I think you're gonna have a good run, man. I wish you guys.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because only losing by 10 to Huntsville the way they play ball, man, that says something there, and that's going to help in that long run as well.
Oh yeah.
I think it's in every sport, but more so in basketball, baseball, softball, and those sports. You don't grow as a team until you lose.
Yeah.
You win and you think you're real good. Well, we're not really good. Yeah. Then when you lose, you learn how to get better.
I think that, we lost to Brewer the first time we played them, and I think we had gotten kind of a sense of we had arrived. And we didn't play very well against Brewer. Kudos to them. They came out and smacked us in the mouth. But that really woken our guys up. I think we won 9 or 10 straight after that before playing Austin Monday. So sometimes it takes that loss to get your focus back on the goal, and I think our guys have answered the bell after that loss to Brewer. They've really, kind of dug in a little bit more. So I'm hoping, even though we lost to Austin the other night, that was another little wake-up call to get us, refocused right here at the end of the season.
And going back to tonight's game, watching Tanner last night, how quick they got out in transition. So you want to slow that down, right? You want to press them a little bit more, or you want to run with them?
No, we're going to run. Yeah, that's what we do as well. They get out and run, but I think we're going to, we're probably much faster than them.
Jay, Tanner needs to slow it down. I'm going to say that. Jake ain't going to say that, but I am.
But yeah,
Tanner better play very efficient basketball against these guys right here.
Yeah, because they had several turnovers last night as well when West pressed them. So
but Jake also has about 4 or 5 dudes that's going to make the shots.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's like other night, and we talked about this off the air, but man, Elkmont played with fire and intensity and really got after them. A county tournament game, which is going to be like that, when you go play anywhere. But Elkmont really got after them, and what people that's not been up here to see is Elkmont's long. They got that big kid that can play, and that other kid they got up here that can shoot it. And the other complementary players aren't really bad. So
Elkmont's a good team, man. They hit 10+ threes on us shooting it at 55% in that game. And I've always been a believer, if somebody hits 10 threes on you, you're probably going to lose. And so still finding a way to win that game. I think they hit 11 or 12 threes in that game. And we still, were able to find a way to win. And also, you give up 10 plus threes and the team scores 50 points, it means you're doing the other things right. So
that's right.
We did a good job, I thought, of controlling the glass on them. And they made some shots and that gave them a chance, but we controlled the glass against Elkmont, even with them having a big kid, 6'5", 6'6", however tall he is. So, that was going to be a close game. I told the guys going into it like they were going to answer the bell, and we had to step up and make things happen.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something else I noticed, too. Some of the additions y'all got. When I was there, what I really wanted to do at East, and when I left, I didn't get a chance, but we got done at Clements. I saw you guys have got you a Jumbotron.
We did.
Kind of makes you look like you stepped into 5A.
Right.
You look like it. Yeah. I don't mean that. You look like something when you got something that looks nice.
Yeah, I agree. As a coach, I feel like you're always wanting to improve on the court, but off the court as well. You want to have nice facilities and everything, and so that's one thing that I try to focus on as well. Is we want to go out and play and be very competitive, but we also want to look competitive as well. We want to have a nice looking gym, nice looking locker room, and try to update as many things as we can. Sometimes you're limited on that based off of funds, but if you got it, I think that's one thing that's very important is, you want your kids to enjoy being in that gym, playing and practicing. So that's one big thing that I think we've done a pretty good job of over the last 3 years is updating a lot of things.
I'm telling you, man, the uniforms and everything since you've been there, but what people want to understand is Jake's always been smooth with his shoes and his outfit. It's just part of being a Moran. Brandon, same way. So they're looking good, man. I'm telling you. I appreciate it. Y'all are doing it. I can't stress enough how good of a job you guys are doing out there.
Well, thank you.
Big brother had a birthday yesterday.
He did.
How old's he now? 50?
He's 52. He probably don't want me to say that.
Don't say that to him.
But he's 52.
Wow.
So.
Well, Jake, good luck tonight,
yes,
man.
Sir.
We'll be here calling the game, and we wish you the best of luck on down the road in the area. And get down there at Wallace, maybe get to Birmingham, man.
Yes,
win you some games.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yes, sir. That's Jake Moran. He's the boys coach at East Limestone. We're going to take a quick break. You'll listen to Applebee's Tailgate Talk. We're live here at Elkmont in the Limestone County Basketball Tournament here on WKAC and the PAS Plus app.
You can help Limestone County student athletes by donating to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Send it in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613, or make it in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. We'll be back with Tailgate Talk after this. Are you getting the propane service you deserve? At Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore, you always get the most value for your dollar, professional gas personnel who make safety a high priority, and you can always get in touch with them any day of the year at any time. They accept Visa and MasterCard too. So if you're not happy with your present propane supplier, join the many who have made the switch. Give Ferguson LP Gas in Ardmore a call at 256-423-3320. While others have come and gone, the Lions Den Gym has been roaring as a workout and exercise fixture in Athens, growing from its humble basement beginnings in 1981 to their current 10,000 square foot location at 212 Commercial Drive in Athens. The Lions Den offers 24/7 access to their ever-expanding equipment collection that includes treadmills and climbers, elliptical trainers, stationary bikes, loose weights and dumbbells, and over 45 different weight machines. Contact the Lions Den Gym about a membership today at 256-652-2627. Visit them online at lionsdengym.com or on Facebook, the Lions Den Gym, 256-652-2627. When things go wrong, State Farm is here to help life go right. And Agent Michael Howell is the one who can help get things back on track. See Michael for your auto, home, life, health, property, and business insurance, and be ready for those unexpected twists that life throws at you. Ask about banking and annuities, too. Call State Farm Agent Michael Howell at 232-5400. Visit him online at michaelhowell.net or go see him at 903 South Clinton Street in Athens. State Farm Agent Michael Howell, there when things things go wrong, here to help life go right. If your place on the water needs some attention, call BP Riverworks. Boathouses, docks, seawalls, and repairs. Call Baron Pugh at 251-200-2273 or Tracer Pugh at 256-206-7097. BP Riverworks. Licensed and insured, 251-200-2273 or 256-206-7097. PASnetwork.net. It's now your gateway to the Play Action Sports Network. Whether it's Play Action Sports coverage of school, youth, and amateur sports from Athens and Limestone County, or Calhoun basketball, James Clemens Sports, and Applebee's Tailgate Talk via PAS Plus. PASnetwork.net. Follow the links to download apps to hear live streams and podcasts, enable Alexa skills, or listen live on your computer. Covering Athens and Limestone County area sports, PASnetwork.net.
Hey, this is former Tennessee and NFL punter Craig Colquitt, and you're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk.
And welcome back to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live here at Elkmont High School. It's fixing to start second half action as the West Limestone Middle School boys are up 16-9 over the Indians of East Limestone.
Touchdown gets them back in it, Jay.
Yeah, that's it. Touchdown, tie it up. I thought they played 8-minute quarters. I didn't know it was 6.
Yeah, I think they're doing it here. But, hey, man, what a great thing. When I walked in there to the hospitality room to get somebody, they were all bragging and thanking Tim Lambert for coming up here, man. And I know people really appreciate what Tim does for Limestone County sports, especially stuff like Athlete of the Week and stuff like that, which is really huge. And I'll let him go on that one.
Tim, speaking of our Athlete of the Week,
somebody Coach Legg knows a little bit.
Some days I do, guys. Some days I don't.
Rayleigh Campbell of West Limestone.
Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
What about that, Rayleigh?
Now you get to take everybody out to eat at Applebee's.
Hey, listen, and the way your uncle talks to you over there on the sideline, you deserve Athlete of the Week. You know what, man, but Rayleigh needs it. Rayleigh's getting pushed. Rayleigh does a good job for West Limestone.
She played hard the other night. Man,
proud of her.
Sorry I didn't come prepared. I don't have your... You'll have to come by the station and get your shirt and your card. Or I can send it by Clint sometime.
She will. Or that. I don't know if she'll get that card or not.
Well, I started to say.
you better get her by there. That's awesome.
So how's everything going? Season going good for you?
It's been going all right. We have had our ups and downs for sure. But overall, we've learned a lot this year, and we've definitely improved over the years, or over the season. But it's good with our new coach this year. It's been really good, and I love having Coach Campbell coaching me. It's great, but he does push me, and he does push all of us, and he's just been good for the program so far.
So when does he turn it off as coach or the uncle?
I'll answer that for him. Never. None of them do. That's all they talk about.
Yeah, I get coached by everybody in the family throughout.
But Papa's the big coach, right?
Pappy? Yeah.
There you go.
He'll get me. He just got me up there a second ago and was just telling me stuff that I needed to fix or had to do. Or he was just coaching me while the games are going on.
So y'all got area tournament coming up?
Yes, sir, we do.
Where you at? Where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Madison Academy.
Okay.
Very tough region for them in area basketball. It's ready. It's who all's in there?
It's Madison Academy, Randolph.
Oh yeah.
St. John Paul.
Coach Taylor calls it the Ivy League.
And Westminster, the Ivy League.
That's right. That's exactly right. But that's it, and it's at Madison Academy, which is a tough place to play.
Yeah, it is.
They're really good this year too. They're tough to play against.
So who do you think wins the girls' game tonight? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Well,
I think we need Ray to transfer to Clements tonight. If we do that, we're good, you know?
I think Clements can push it out if they keep it going because East is fast. They're just fast-paced throughout, and they'll get up into you in the press and man-press you the whole time and do their little half-court zones whenever they do trap. But Clements, if they can get the ball over the half-court, I think they'll be all right.
It should be a good one.
Sure is what they're working on.
So,
well, I mean, it's after 12. I didn't know how long you wanted to go, so it's after 12.
Well, I still got the How will the Havoc winners to announce
Need
before
to
we get
announce
going.
those before we get going.
Congratulations to Kagan Ridgway, Ashley Kent, and Xavier Donald. They each win 2 tickets to go see the Huntsville Havoc sometime this season.
So
if you're lucky enough to squeeze in.
I know, all them sellouts. So, Rayleigh, we congratulate you again. Just go by the station or on 127 where Tim will get you your stuff. And looking forward to what y'all got going on the rest of the year, area-wide. And good luck, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
This is Miss Rayleigh Campbell, our athlete of the week. Tim, we enjoyed it this morning. But we're going to get ready to take a little break, and we'll be back later this afternoon on Play Action Sports for the varsity girls and varsity boys action here in Limestone County Finals. Clements girls against East Limestone girls, and it'll be the East Limestone boys taking on the Tanner Rattlers later on tonight. So for Coach Clint Legg and producer extraordinaire Tim Lambert, I am Jay Vassar.
Roll Tide, Jay.
Roll Tide to everybody that's listening, and we'll talk to you later on this afternoon.
You've been listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk live on location. You can hear the archive of this and other shows online at tailgatetalk.net. Join us next Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1080 WKAC. Applebee's Tailgate Talk is a production of Play Action Sports on 1080 WKAC.